In today's video, I'm going to give you my 5 tips for trying to find a specific bag pre-loved. This is not just scrolling for bags that you might find on the pre-loved websites. Oh, I see something that I like. Okay. Now I'm talking about, you like it, you want to buy it, but you want to buy it pre-loved at hopefully a good price, and you're on the hunt. And these are my 5 tips that I hope might help you as you're doing your pre-loved online shopping. And for a frame of reference and for context, I'm going to be using my Fendi By the Way bag in the mini size that I've just recently received. And I used these specific techniques as I was shopping for this bag online. Know the measurements. So like I said, I wanted it in the mini size. So I looked up the measurements. So I looked it up from Fendi's website, also from Fashion File, and also from The RealReal, just to get a comparison, because not all the measurements are the same on all those websites. And I knew the measurements in both inches and centimeters. Also, very important, if the bag that you have in mind comes in size variations, like for example this does, it comes in the mini, and the small, and the medium, and the large, then you need to know the sizes for those as well. Because sometimes a seller might list a bag and say this is the mini size, but the measurements might indicate that it's actually the small size. So you need to be prepared. Do the homework on your end ahead of time to know if this bag comes in other size variations, what are those other sizes in both inches and centimeters, and be ready to do comparisons. I really think that my next tip for you is what helped me find this bag. When I was searching for this bag, I was using multiple search sites, such as The RealReal, Fashion File, Rebag, Tradesy, and eBay. I found it on eBay, so then I'll concentrate on telling you the story now on eBay. When I put in Fendi Mini By the Way, you get a list of results, and this bag did not show up. So when I eliminated the word mini and just searched for Fendi By the Way, then I got a lot more options. I had to do a lot more work in searching through those options and looking at the measurements, but this bag popped up. So that's my second tip, is to broaden your search by removing certain terms that the sellers might not have included. Perhaps maybe a seller might find this bag or get it as a gift and not even know the technical name for it. They might just put Fendi. Anyway, what I'm saying is that the more specific your search terms are, the less results that you're going to get. You can start there, of course, but you might want to consider opening up your search by removing specific criteria from your search, and then you have to be the one to filter it out yourself by knowing exactly what you're looking for. And of course, that references what I've already said. If you know the measurements of the bag, then you can then determine what size that bag is if the seller is accurate with the measurements. I just give you a little story here. Once I found this bag, I asked the seller to add more photos so that I could see this bag in relationship to other things, so that I could see with my own eyes the proportions of this bag. Because it's always possible that the seller might think, hey, this looks like a mini. The seller goes to the Fendi website. What are their measurements for the Fendi? Instead of the seller actually getting a measurement tape out, and checking for themselves. So, I was that pesky person, but the seller was willing to work with me and took the time to do that. So that's another option if you really want to be sure of the measurements. Okay, so price. How much are you expecting to pay on the resale market? Are you expecting to pay the retail price or less? So it's going to depend upon the popularity of the bag. It's going to depend on time, how many years have elapsed. Has the value gone up and up and up and up since the bag was originally on the market? Or has the value of the bag, decreased since the bag was originally released? These are all clues that you can get by looking at comps. And so checking eBay to see what's already been sold, the bag that you're interested in, what it has been selling for recently. So that takes a little bit more digging, but that's going to get you better prepared for what price you can expect to pay. Tip number 4, if you are looking at buying this bag from an international seller, just know that $800 is the US Customs number. If you buy anything $800 or under $800, you will not be charged custom duties or fees. But $800 or over, that's where those fees will kick in. So know that ahead of time when you go to make a purchase from an international seller on eBay or another international platform. My 5th tip is easier said than done, but it's to be patient. I know, because if you find a bag that you decide that you want, you probably want it right then and there. Believe me, I know that feeling. But that's the difference between being able to just go online and buy something that's in stock right now. You can just buy it. But if you are wanting a bag that's been discontinued, or if you are wanting a better price than what is being offered right now, to be able to buy it right now, then the time and the effort that it takes to research and look and search and online thrift will often pay off for you. And I can say that with confidence and because of my experience. So again, as an example, this bag right now is retailing on Fendi's website for $17.50. I found this from a seller on eBay who is based in Canada. Their listing said that they were open to offers, but before I even made an offer, I began the communication with them about asking questions about where they bought it, if they had the original receipt, asking for more photos, things like that, and then telling them that I would be making an offer. I made an offer with room for negotiation, expecting them to counter, but they took my original offer, which was $550 US. And then there was an additional shipping charge, and then of course a tax, which came out total for me $626. And so that's a significant savings from the original $17.50 from Fendi. And by the way, the bag has been authenticated, and everything is on the up and up on that. And I feel really, really good about that. And the condition of the bag is overall great. I can barely tell that it's been out of the box. I'm really thrilled with it, but I had to be patient and wait for the listing to pop up. And I think from the time that I had decided that this was on my wish list, until I found that listing was maybe 4 weeks or so. So of course that's not going to be the same for every search. I know that, but I was committed. I was willing to wait because I know that some deals are out there if I'm just willing to wait for them. So anyway, I hope these tips and this story of my experience will help any of you who are on the hunt for a specific bag. If so, then let me know in the comments below, or if you have other tips for anyone who's on the search for a specific bag, then please put it in the comments. Thanks for joining today. And if you haven't already subscribed, now would be a great time to do that, because who knows what might be coming in the future. I'm sure there'll be more bags, more bargain shopping in person and online. And I would love to tell you about that and share that experience with you. So consider subscribing, and there will be more fun to come. You take care. I hope to see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.